Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is knocked down from the side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now on first down, Drake again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
And incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Stafford on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Riddick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They go back to Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
They snap it to Stafford, and he connects with Ebron. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Tannehill, he goes underneath the Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On first down, it's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25 and 24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. And it always seems like the Lions are stuck right in that middle ground. 7 and 9, 8 and 8, 9 and 7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it on offense. On defense, they got a little bit better against the run, but what about the pass rushers? Because Ziggy Ansah played hurt most of the season, couldn't be his normal explosive self. They've got to get some more help there, some extra people at the second level at linebacker in order to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC North.
On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Lions are going to have a first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the ground, it's Riddick. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Riddick underneath. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To the right side to Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Riddick. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Riddick with a carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Drake off the give from Tannehill. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners that we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Here's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. So they're operating in the red zone. On first down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Stafford now on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Back to throw, Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.